great to have you with us at Dwight L. Perry Stadium in Bowling Green, Ohio, home to the Bowling Green Falcons. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Ohio Bobcats, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Bowling Green Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Bobcats will put total leather to crank us up. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Falcons offense takes the field to start this game off. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Let's go. Back to pass, it's Collins. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is a team that believes they're way better than what their record indicates. I know they've got a losing record coming into this one, but they felt like they could make some plays early in this one and show the rest of the country just how good they are. Phenomenal job on defense. On the opening drive, getting the pick, and now setting the offense up here early with great field position.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5.
Touchdown, Ohio! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's talk about Bowling Green for a minute. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a 3-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home. Now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
The Falcons have it with a 1st and 10.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on 3rd down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. And the Falcons are moving quickly down the field. To the air, it's Collins. Trying to beat the D deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, BG. A great catch and run for 6. Looking for the time with the extra point.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Finds the tight end. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. The Bobcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And This is a guy who's very quickly rewriting the record books for his school. 5 sacks. That is not a typo. 5 sacks his last time out, and here he is getting his first in the game.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Leaves it with the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking for a man, it's Collins. Bought a little time, lets it go. He can't make the connection, it'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. The deep thinking brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Turning it on. Hard running there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Give to the big fullback. Tried to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, you saw this guy in all the highlights after that 4-sack performance his last time out. He's not resting on his laurels. He's hungry for more. Registers his 1st sack of the game.
They'll run the screen. Open space at the 25. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on 1st down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. This time they'll go to the running game. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. And the Bobcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. A 3rd down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the 1st down on the out route.
I think you're spot. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the 1st down.
The Bobcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Breaks into the open. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. And the Bobcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. That ball is intercepted at the goal line.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I think the difference.
He'll keep it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll line up a second down play. Back to throw, it's Collins. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They get him out of bounds, but a chunk play to wrap up the first quarter, and this offense will carry momentum into the second. Absolutely nothing settled, deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. All right, guys, let's talk about Bowling Green. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
Throws for the tight end. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? From the gun, running back gets to give. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on third down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Shotgun snap on third down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. To the air on first down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again.
And that's his 2nd sack of the day. And guess what, dudes? He leads the nation in sacks. You better know where he is on every play. That dude has a knack for getting quarterbacks on the ground.
The Bobcats need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. And the Bobcats will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Collins. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Gets it past the marker. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Here's the this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Moving out of the pocket. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Give to the back. He's not quite going to make it to the sticks. It'll be fourth down from the 36. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first.
And I like the quarterback making the decision.
Makes a grab past the marker. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Another incompletion on third down.
And this QB's got to find his rhythm. Like, he's out of sorts right now. He's out of sync. The ball's not coming out on time. The ball's not in rhythm. The receivers and quarterbacks and tight ends have got to get on the same page, man. This offense has got to get something going positive because they've just been struggling through the air.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Swings it out to his running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pugh. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They'll go to the ground. There he goes. Still on his feet. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Looking downfield on first down. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Bringing the heat. Got out of trouble and throws. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Bobcats send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll just down it right there.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll throw it. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw. It's Collins. Finds his back in the middle. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far there in Northwest Ohio today.
The Falcons will kick it off to start the second half. And here's the return. And the returner will be brought down. His drive will open from the 15. Use the play fake. Now to throw. It's complete to the right.
Yeah, and the fullbacks don't run long routes. Most of the time, you keep those guys short off of a little play action or a run fake. Gets the catch, secures it, gets a little bit of yardage.
He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. And the Bobcats will call on their punt team. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's the pressure. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Throws to the tight end. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Power football with the run. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Falcons are flying down the field. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Great shot at a field goal from here. You don't want to be reckless and take it off the board, but you got to go for the score. Firing to the right, complete. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He'll set up to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Touchdown, Bowling Green! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. Off play action on first down. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
From the gun, the running back has it. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bobcats need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Bobcats will bring the punt team onto the field. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. The give to the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got it in the middle, it's Middleton. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Falcons line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Gets it out quickly. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. That's the end of the period. Bowling Green is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. The Bobcats will punt it away on fourth down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To the air on first down. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football. Had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the 4th quarter. Time to go win it.
Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They go right back to it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Field goal is good. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Wants to fire on second down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with it.
Looking for a huge play. Snags it on the right. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And that is big time late in the game that you can trust your quarterback to still throw the football because you know it's only a few more first downs, and this one's over. Nice to have a guy like that you can trust.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Falcons are on the move. The give and tick, 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 tick. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
On the play.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll start this drive going to the air. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Back to pass on 2nd down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got his man to the left. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one. And the Bobcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's going up top here late in the game. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. The short hands, it's Smith. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on 4th down. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That's reeled in. It's play. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the catch. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. He's got it. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. And the Falcons have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. One more play to pad the stats. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David